Here it is. Okay. Okay, this is a test. Let's see how I look like this. Cool, ready to go. Bye. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how I have optimized my workflow over the course of the last 7 months on YouTube, and I went from spending like 20 to 25 hours on an episode to now spending like 2 or 3 from start to finish, from shot planning, storyboarding, all the way to editing, producing, and then publishing online. Here we go. Woo! As I mentioned, I've been vlogging now for a better part of probably about 7 months, and I've learned a lot of lessons along the way, but I've had to put in a lot of time to learn those lessons. So let me save you some time and let's get right into it. Number 1, when you are about to start filming, this is what I would recommend, and I'm telling you, this has saved me a ton of time. Just make like 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 bullet points, write them down, and go with that. Don't try to write a script. I mean, you can if you want, but you can just go, you can spend so much time trying to make this thing as artistic and cool as possible and creative and, ooh, the right amount of shots. I would just write 3 bullet points about basically what you want to talk about. That's what I did for this vlog. That's what I've been doing the last month and a half, and oh my gosh, it has saved me so much time you would not believe. And it makes it easier too. Just remember this. When you're filming, if you need to press stop and re-record, you can do that. It's completely free. So if you need to do a few takes just to get warmed up, full disclosure, on this episode already, I've done like 3 or 4 takes, but guess what? If you're better on camera, you're gonna save yourself time editing in the studio. Don't try to write everything out. You're gonna get yourself bogged down, overwhelmed. Nobody wants that. So maybe I was doing that for like the first 6 or 7 months. Next, when you do start editing your video, listen closely, because this is the most time-saving tip that I have in this entire video. If you are new to YouTube and you've just started filming, or even if you've been doing filming for a long time but you suck at it because your workflow is horrible, to speed up your process, when you do start editing, stay freaking organized. The first round of edit, you should have like 3 or 4 rounds of editing. As soon as you sit down in your editing bay, upload all your footage to your timeline. I don't know what program you're using. I use Final Cut, whatever. Upload all your clips to a timeline and just get the general feel for it. Ooh, in general, okay, I think I like this at the beginning, this in the middle, this at the end. Cut out the crap that you're not gonna use. Don't start precision surgical editing, doing funny cuts and cutaway shots and this and that. Stay away. First round of editing is just for getting things situated in place. Block A, B, C, D. Intro, body, conclusion. Second round of editing, this is for getting it to flow more smoothly. Then you can go in and start taking out negative space, taking out, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. This fits it together. Again, you're not doing surgical precision editing until the next round. So round 2 is just like getting it to fit a little bit tighter, a little more smooth, okay? Round 3, this is the surgical precision, getting it to flow, getting it to feel like it's one smooth story, okay? That's where you can connect like the sentences, the and that's where you take those out, okay? Round 4 of editing, this is where you go online and you get your screenshots, screen grabs, animations, whatever from online or wherever that you're gonna use, then import those, stick those bad boys into the timeline, make sure that all flows. Then you're just getting music, right? Let's be totally honest, most of the copyright-free music on YouTube sucks. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It sounds like 1990s, I don't know what it sounds like, but most of the copyright-free music on YouTube sucks. But I will leave a link in the description below for a few pretty good artists that have pretty consistently good music. I'll leave some channels, and you already have the general story in place. Then you do a little bit more specific editing. Then finally surgical precision editing. Then go and get your screenshots and your animations or whatever you want. Stick those in there. Finally, the last round, you get music, put it to it. Adjust your sound levels. You usually want your sound levels to be between like -12 and -6 decibels. And then watch it over a few times, make sure it works, make sure everything flows, make changes accordingly. Export that baby and put it on YouTube and you're done. In conclusion, Spend more time in front of the camera, less time editing. Just give yourself a few bullet points, rehearse, and realize there's a warm-up process as you're talking to the camera. Before, when I first started editing, I would film just a little bit and then go and just edit the crap out of it. And I would spend hours. Instead, just get it right the first or second or third or fourth or fifth time on camera. So then finally when you go to your editing bay, you're done. You don't really have to funk with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just sit down and you're like, oh, I like that take. Like I said, this is like the 4th take I've done on this vlog, and guess what? That's okay, because doing this now is gonna save me so much time. Next step, to speed up your process, when you do start editing, stay freaking organized. Put your clips into one folder and then draw from that folder, put those on your timeline over whatever program you're using, and just generally fit it together. Then do a little bit more specific, then get your external screenshots and animations, put it in there, then a song from YouTube or wherever, stick that bad boy in there, do a few more, just like overview, make sure everything's good, then export it, and you're done. You're freaking done. Let me just say this. If you are a new YouTuber, don't get discouraged when it takes you a long time to make an episode and like 16 people watch it. Number 1, that's totally normal. It's par for the course. Number 2, I have heard so many of my friends and other people say that they stopped YouTubing because it was so hard, because they were putting videos out, no one would watch it, it's like impossible to make money, blah, blah, blah. Some of those things are true, but if you just give yourself a few things to talk about and you edit with discipline, your entire production process is gonna speed up so much. And instead of having to spend 25 hours on an episode, you spend 2 hours on it. Guess what? Then you can shoot a few episodes in succession and then schedule them to be published, and then you can start producing more than once a week, drawing more traffic, and spending more time with SEO. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Leave any comments or questions below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.